So I was having an issue in my Minecraft hardcore world. I was running out of food, like quick. As you can see, I have none. So I had to come up with a way to get a lot of food, as well as fix the problem of not having a lot of emeralds either, as still coming up in the world. So I came up with the idea. What about a Hoglin Farm? Pretty easy to build, and they're actually really useful. You get a lot of cooked food, as well as plenty of leather. So I got right to that today.
Alright, so to start work on this farm, we really need to get a lot of blocks. So I'm gonna make 2 extra shulker boxes. Now we gotta go get a bunch of blackstone. That's really what we need. So we're gonna go to the nether for that. And I decided that I'm gonna actually kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I don't have netherite at all yet, and so I figured I need a lot of blackstone for this one, and I'm going to just start mining. And you can find a lot of blackstone veins down here. I could go mine out a blackstone fortress, but I don't really want it. I want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So we're gonna dig down to Y15, which is not actually far. And we are here. So let's start mining things up. And we already found our first place. So yeah, let's start grinding all this blackstone in. And we found our first bit of ancient debris, which is very good. I mean, we're not really looking for it, but like I said, killing 2 birds with 1 stone, getting all that blackstone we need. So at the end of the day, it's really going to help out. Plus, with any ancient debris we get, we can upgrade our pickaxe. Make this whole thing go so much faster. So guys, I got a full shulker, plus a little bit extra blackstone. And we're going to head back to the base and start working on the next couple steps. We got to plan them all out, but we did get 8 ancient debris too, so we're going to smelt that and throw it on some of our gear. I definitely do have to remember the way back, so yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Alrighty guys, so back at base, smelting up our stuff. And we are going to combine this netherite with some of our armor, actually. And I think it's going to be the boots and the helmet. That way, they're already maxed out. So I honestly don't mind. Actually, before we do that, what we should do, let's put soul speed on our boots. Soul speed 3. Skadoosh. But yeah, let's make a smithing table. We got the helmet. Looking fresh, guys. So, next, now that we have our full shulker blackstone, I'm going to gear up, and we are going in search of a wart forest. I need a lot of these mushrooms. So we're going to go to a wart forest, grab a bunch, and then we also need nylium and the wood. I need the wood just for my base as well as trapdoors and stuff. So it's going to all work out in our favor. So let's gear up and head out that way. I haven't found one yet, so it's going to be a little bit of traveling.
The next day.
Alrighty guys, so we are all geared up and ready to go. It's been about a day since the last clip, last session of recording, and I've just kind of been playing around with the walls and stuff. I've got everything healed up and ready to go, colored up my shulkers, boosting fire res, and got some rockets. I wanted to get as fast as possible as well. To make an axe, like a good axe. I've been breeding the villagers a lot, and got some good enchants as well. It's got a crap ton of these guys going because my farm produced a lot. I AFK'd one day on accident for like a long time. I was gone at work and I didn't realize I left my computer on, so I sold everything to them and made a profit. So now we are headed back in the Nether, and we're gonna begin our flight. See how long it takes to find a warped forest. Hopefully not too long. But let's get out into open Nether. And the flight. Ooh, wait, actually, before we can do that, let's check the portal of our cords, or cords of our portal real quick. Whoa! All right, we found it, guys, and we got a hot tourist destination. Great. Well, now that we're here, let's oh, he's already attacking me. I somehow had already pissed off the locals. Alright. Doesn't do much. Killed the dragon. I killed your overlord, pal. But I did need this nylium, so that works. I need my silk touch pick. We're gonna get all this nylium. I need a lot of it. Actually, not as much as you think, but I'm just going to get a lot just in case. But let's get all the wood we can to get all the shrubs too. So we're actually working on, I had to make another crafting table because I forgot I didn't have one on me for some reason. But we're actually making a quick composter. It probably sounds weird, but we're gonna just toss this in there. I want to be able to get more of the fungus, but I need bone meal, so I'm grabbing the stuff that I've kind of picked up, like the vines and stuff and everything like that. That stuff I don't really need, and I'm gonna compost it out. Then we can get more of these fungi, and we can produce more of these. Okay, so we got everything right here that we're gonna need from here. I got plenty of warp fungus, plenty of warp nylium, just, you know, to also top off on anything we might need in the future. And we know where this place is, and we can always come back. So we gotta restock these. I ended up using a fire potion earlier, but I say before we completely head out, there's a fortress right here I wanted to look at real quick. It's crazy. It took me forever to find my first fortress, but then, you know, I start flying, and I could find all these. Yeah, this is a big one, but I wanted to see what was in the chests. So, not gonna lie, it's kind of a letdown. Nothing special. But yeah, we're gonna head back home and work on the next part of this farm. So, the next part of the farm is actually coming to build it. I believe I have everything. I think we're gonna have what we need here to get up. So this is gonna get built on the nether roof, and the goal is we're just gonna get up there, break the obsidian, or break the netherrack, and hopefully just be able to, you know, get everything done. I am missing like the hoppers and chests of the collection system for everything. We'll come back for that, but I first want to get up there and break everything. Make sure we do that right first. So I'm gonna break the portal. Let's go up top. And honestly, we're just gonna leave this here for historical sake. Alright, now let's go up from this block here. Got a little block here? Yeah! Oh, sorry guys. That's one of the tunnels. Yeah, whenever I can find it, there's one of the chords, I can't remember. Sorry again. Yeah! Damn it. Oh, anyway, sorry. I can't remember the X chord, or the, I can't remember the Y. So, I always had to make little tunnels at the top to get my way back. I think that is the uppermost layer. Yep. Alright. This is gonna be our 9322. So guys, we just gotta break this bedrock. So now we gotta go through it with the pearl and the ladder strategy. And we're gonna mark this rock just to make sure we don't lose our way. You know, we don't want to get stuck up here like the cringy TikTok videos. But yeah, let's quickly build a portal and let us get on through here. We just gotta make sure everything links up properly. That way we're not trapped and have to, you know, do all the relinking. No, we do not have to. Cool. That works out. So let's go back through and let's get to work on actually breaking this. So I've done this a couple times and I've done multiple strategies. I'm going to use this new strategy that I've seen on TikTok. I know, cringy, but you know, I've seen it, I want to try it, and if it doesn't work, I have another way that I usually do it. So let's just see how well this goes. So guys, we're trying it this first way. I don't really have high hopes for it, so I'm only going to do it once and just see if it works. It never really usually works on the first try, but it does. And no, immediately you can tell it didn't work. So we're going to switch to my way. And my way is pretty good. It's a very old method, but boom. No, we didn't get it that time. Try it one more time. And we got it. Boom. Yes, we got it. When the piston's facing up, that means you got it. So guys, we are finally ready to go to the next part, because now we are on the nether roof. So first things first, we gotta find a warp forest. Or not a warp forest, sorry, a crimson forest. Oh, and we're right here. Not far from our portal either, which is nice. We want to make sure we have plenty of space in the crimson forest. So like right here is where we're gonna build it. So let's see how far back we can get. I think right here is good. So let's drop our blocks. Let's get to work on building this farm. I am going through a tutorial. I will link it in the description for the people who want to use it. It's a cool farm, but it's going to be a good farm. So let's get to building it. So we have our first spawning platform. Now let's start getting on to, I believe the next part is we're going to put in some of the fungus. Now the reason the farm needs fungus, if you guys don't know, hoglins do not like these. They're scared of two things: nether portals and warp fungi. And so they'll run away from it, and that's what's gonna drive them into our trap. So guys, I actually realized I made this about a block too long, so we have to shave this down a bit. Make sure it's even so they spawn properly and so the fungus is in the right spots. Let's put back that blackstone trim. And then let's go back up there and count out the other spots for the rest of the night. Make sure it's all accurate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So now that's all accurate. So now place these here. And then we need 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Here. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, it's not here. I can't count, I guess, guys. It's been the theme of this entire video. Aardvark 101. Can't count. Alright, and then the next part is going to be putting trap doors on the top, so that way they don't, I need to get scaffolding, but that way they don't try to, like, you know, push them over or something, and that way that nothing spawns on them, like endermen or something like that. We won't have to deal with those guys getting stuck on this farm, and slowing down our rates. Yeah, definitely getting scaffolding before we keep going up. So now, guys, we are working on the storage collection system. Now, for right now, and it's going to be a very, very basic storage. I will, though, in the future be adding a auto sorter. There's only two things you can get from these guys, and that is, of course, cooked pork chops, which we're going to get from them, and then, of course, we're also going to get a lot of leather. And I'm fine with both. And an auto sorter for just 2 items is going to be super simple, but I'm not hooking that up today, just because those can be a bit of a pain in the butt. We'll have one hooked to this one. That way we're maximizing our storage. So yeah, all's good. And now, that is the storage system done. And this we only have to build once, so that's good. We only have to build one storage and collection system. The thing we're going to have to repeat over and over and over again is, of course, the layers to the farm. It's going to make it big, and it's going to make it fast. That way we only have to make, like, if we make a couple layers, keep maximizing the food production, we don't have to sit here all day. Only a little bit, get a lot of food. So next I think we're going to be proofing up the top, getting that ready. And I just built this contraption right here, and this is what's actually going to make them want to run here. I believe it's because they think it's a block and they're trying to escape from, you know, the fungus. So they try to run here, but they're going to run into our little trap there, and that's what's going to get us food. Off the fear of the big piggies. Also, try to throw these up. Skadoosh. Alrighty. Now the farm is done. So the torches are right here, and you just got to keep them a block apart from each other, and yeah, that keeps them going. So now, if I just get, if I go up to 256, I'm just gonna stand over the farm. Oh wait, actually, there's one crucial thing I almost missed. Otherwise, you're just getting nothing. Skadoosh. Alright. Now, just sort of a little inventory space. Get rid of my water. Now, though, we go up here. Start going up. Let's go to 256. Blocks to get to 256. This platform isn't going to be permanent. I'll see that. Oh, yep, there we go. As you can see, they are already spawned. And there you go. You can see in action. Though, for some reason, those ones are kind of standing out on the stragglers end. They're just kind of going to the edges. See that one right there? He is very confused. He's just going... I don't know what he's doing. He's a very confused piggy. But eventually all of them run into the lava and don't survive. So that was just a bit of a demonstration for that platform. This next part though is going to be the very time consuming, tiring part. I'm going to be taking this farm and duplicating it 5 levels. at least. As much as this blackstone or whatever materials I have will get me. And then I think the blackstone, with as much as we used... Big C, yep, we already got some pork chops. Let's split that, so... I got some leather. Can't get into that one. That's fine, we don't need to. 2 leather and 7 pork chops. Already producing. Not a crap ton, but we're gonna want a lot of food for our projects coming up. So this farm is what's gonna produce all of it for us. And so, I'm gonna make this farm produce double of what it's supposed to by increasing the size double of what it already is. So yep, let's get to work on making this platform times bigger.
Alrighty guys, so we are actually going to work on putting the platforms together. I went and grabbed some scaffolding just to make this easier on myself. Not trying to deal with temporary blocks. Though I honestly don't use scaffolding. So I don't know what's up with that. Oh, I have to crouch. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't use this often, but we're gonna figure this out. But yeah, we're gonna go up about 4 blocks and recreate this platform. Basically, I will be taking these back because we don't need these actually. Use that dumb self move. So yeah, let's get to building up these platforms. So yeah, as we build up these platforms, I've been testing, and you could definitely tell that the more platforms there are, the more increase in pork chops. And I mean, honestly, this was literally from like a couple seconds of standing up there, and I wasn't even at the max height yet. So I'm sure if we sit here for like a couple hours, we'll honestly get so much food. And that's really the goal, is I want to get as much food as possible, because I have so many projects I want to do, but they all require me to just be, going and going. And I don't want to have to stop to go buy stuff from villagers, because, golden carrots are nice and all, but they aren't as, like, easy to grab. Just quick things to, I gotta grab some stuff. No. And, sure, I can buy them, but at that point, it's a waste of emeralds. And honestly, this is free. Some time and labor. Pork chops are a pretty good food source, too. I mean, honestly, I don't see any downsides to this farm at all. Plus, we get a lot, and I mean a lot of leather. Leather, which I'm gonna put a leather worker up here, and he will be buying all the leather this farm produces. Another quick little source of emeralds. So yeah, we're just gonna keep building up these platforms. I'm thinking I'm going up at least probably like 4 to start, and if I want to in my own time, I'll build up this platform more and more and more. Because I think the more platforms, the better. I did read something somewhere though that said don't build too many platforms, because it will decrease the spawn rates little by little, and we don't want that to happen. So I think it'll be all right. Can't reach him for now, but that's all right. I know I need 2. Oh shit, I'm good. This is kind of one of the harder parts, is trying to get around these. I mean, the scaffolding's pretty useful for this, so I haven't been bothered too much about it, but farm's producing hard, and I'm barely doing much. Already 6 pieces of leather, plus I can grab some. I put some in the way of my house, but not my house, my base. Yeah, this is a beast of a farm. Plus, we're gonna build a cool foundation around it to make it look sick. I'm still figuring out how this scaffolding works. Like I said, I don't use this much. I usually use a water bucket. But you gotta try new things. But yeah, I really like how this farm looks. I chose a good color scheme in my opinion. Yeah, the scaffolding's coming in very good use. Got some more scaffolding, and I've got some glass, and we are actually done with the farm. That's what it looks like right now. I'm only going to leave it with 4 layers right now, just to make sure it's working.
with the layers I've got, just to make sure that this part, it doesn't need to be replicated somewhere up there. And if it does, then I'll replicate it. But let's get up to 250. It's 250, yeah. I think I'd figure this out by now. There we go. Oh, actually, wait just 1 second. Where is the center of the farm? Oh my gosh, we're so close. Alright, we are at 250. I need to be at 159. And 57. Whoa. Oh, that's right, I have to put a solid block there. Let me put on my elytra real quick. There we go. $87. I believe we gotta go this way. Yep, backwards. There we go. 159.57. Perfect. So we can actually let's grab our shulker box. This is the block we need AFK on. So let's grab these up. Oh, they're gonna fall down. That's fine. Let's grab another piece, but let's fly on down. Yep, it's already starting to spawn. And it looks like they're actually doing just fine. He's not gonna like me being down here though. He's too scared. Get in the hole. No, I don't want to kill out. Oh, we're gonna have some raw pork chops in there. Damn. It's raining scaffolding. Like a lot of scaffolding. Yeah, they're spawning up here. We have to spawn proof some stuff. But yeah. Oh wow, already. Yeah. This farm's already producing. So, let's actually AFK. I'm gonna AFK for, I think, 10 minutes? We'll do 10 minutes. Yeah, let's do 10 minutes and see what we get. First I have to get up there. Oh. Awkward. It's late, guys, I'm sorry. I've been working on this farm for a while. Oop. Again. Oh my god, we're gonna make the platform bigger. There we go. Okay. And we'll put some torches here. Just so nothing spawns. I mean, it's glass, so nothing should spawn. But yeah, let's AFK for 10 minutes. See you guys in a minute. get our elytra on. Oop. And I can see some of the pigs picking their way around. Well, they're cooking. It's a very efficient farm. Holy cow. Yeah. Well, this is insane, guys. Just from the 10 minutes that I sat up there, plenty of food for days. Now, if I go to my chests, let's start transferring this food over. We will have plenty of food. And plenty of leather. That's insane. That's leather right there. I think we're gonna sit around for just a little bit longer for myself, just to make sure I get everything I need. But yeah, this is honestly, sorry, I had to reorganize, but yeah, this is honestly an insane farm. Leaving a link in the description for anyone who wants to build this farm as well. It's really good, and you know, maybe later on we'll build a foundation for it, maybe build like a big building. But for now, hope you guys did enjoy, and this took a lot of time to make, so you guys can probably build it faster than I can, but this was my take on it. And honestly, we'll never need food ever again. So yep, I'll see you guys soon. Bye guys.